watch for first off the board is landing is a direct result of, in my opinion, of where the posture is in midair. So posture straight up and down, eyes forward, chest forward, not steering down, will help with where you need to be in the pit and how you're going to land the jump. You know, the biggest mistake, especially the biggest mistake, and I still have kids that do it, is when they get up in the air and they're they're midair, the first reaction is they want to protect themselves and know where they're landing. That's a natural human instinct. So you're going to glance down. As soon as the eyes glance down or steer down just ever so slightly, that chest is going to fall with it. When the chest falls with it, then the land is a disaster. So they're looking towards where they're going to land, and that changes their posture entirely going into the pit.
So a very common mistake that people make that causes over-rotation and therefore a shorter jump is when they bring their chest to their knees, which causes pelvic anterior tilt, and your feet will fall. We want to make sure that we keep our chest tall and bring our knees up to our chest so that we can stay upright, that tall posture, and then use that full extension of the legs and into the pit. So the ideal landing is actually on your bottom. And the reason that is because you want to get every bit of distance that you can. If you land on your feet versus landing on your bottom, you can create 1 to 2 feet difference in the jump. Ideally, you want to, as you are coming down after the full extension, you want to bring your heels into the pit and bring your bottom straight directly into. You want to collapse into your feet. So a lot of individuals like to just drop their feet as they're coming down, but we can actually get almost a foot further if we were to extend the feet, collapse into it, and let momentum carry yourself through. You know you've done a full extension landing correctly if you have a dirty butt, which is a whole lot better than dusty shoes.
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. I am here at the track today because I'm super excited. I want to show you the proper way to land in long jump. A lot of people have told me in the past, oh man, like if you wouldn't have landed on your behind, like you would have jumped so much further. And that could not be further from the truth. You have to land on your caboose, because if you land in your feet, I just have to show you. Okay, let's say that I land on my butt like this. What people are seeing is that if I would have landed on my feet, I would have landed over here. But what they don't realize is when you land on your butt, what you're really doing is you're extending further than you would be able to if you were to just land on your feet here. You're extending all the way out. So do you see how much more space you're creating by extending? And then this is the trick, and I'm gonna teach you how to do this today. You come right here and you pull your butt all the way to your feet, and you kick them out just like that. And that is how we are getting this much more distance in our landing. You know that you did it right when you can see the very initial part of your feet that hit the sand, and you can almost do an exact line from where your feet first hit, and they kind of screwed it up here to where your butt hits. And that's how you know you did a good job. And if you don't have that right away, you always know you did a good job when the sand comes back and hits you in the face a little bit.
This is the position we want the athlete to get into as they enter the sand, and then these are the kinds of things that we teach. And again, this is most important in terms of injury prevention, but we also can gain a little bit of distance if we do a good job of holding our extension into the sand and then have an active as opposed to a passive landing. And so the first thing we want to point out is that we always want the athlete's toes or feet to be dorsiflex, so toes up. And then the first thing that's going to contact the sand is the heel. Many athletes will plantar flex the foot and land more flat-footed, which will necessitate their heel being much closer to the hips as they enter the sand. So what we want is to have the heels as far away from the center of masses as possible as they enter into the sand. So we're going to have them hold their arms alongside their hips. So again, whatever technique they use in the air, we want them to be in a position where the upper body is vertical, the legs are extended as much as possible with the toes dorsiflexed, and the arms alongside the hips. Yeah. Okay? So you can see that she had, as opposed to a very passive landing, which is what we see most athletes doing, we teach a very active landing. And so when you see an athlete that has an active landing, you're going to see sand spray forward. If you don't see that, then they're probably being very passive.
Number 1, are you fast enough? The long jump is a speed sport, just like the 100-meter sprint. If you throw out all mechanics and simply run fast, you will still have a great chance to win. Number 2, are your angles correct? The long jump is simply a math problem. Speed plus height equals distance. Jumping up will give you the opportunity for some big jumps. Number 3, are you allowing the jump to happen? Running as fast as you can and throwing your body out as far as possible is not normal. Your body will naturally resist the action, which will decrease your potential distance. So find ways to get comfortable with that. Here are some solutions. You want your peak speed at the board with your foot in the exact same place every jump. To make this happen, you need to have a consistent runway approach. Having a set start point is vital, and for the advanced, having a midway checkpoint will create extra consistency. When it comes to the jump, beginners need to jump up. The advanced will jump out. The higher you jump, the longer you will be in the air. The greater speed you have, the further you will be able to travel while in the air. Jumping from a flat foot is key. And lastly, any motions that are in motion must remain in motion. If you slow down or stop any motions, you will decrease your distance.